Hello, conscious co-creators, and welcome to your daily double readings for this week ahead. These are the decks that we will be using to get 2-card combos for you to choose from for the next 5 days. You'll find all of the timestamps for each daily double reading, Monday through Friday, in the description listed for you below. So feel free to watch them day by day, or you can choose to watch your daily doubles for the whole week and get all of your guidance all at once, whatever feels right for you. And I hope that this serves you. I will see you in your daily double readings. Welcome to your daily double reading. Today we will be using the Salt and Sea Energy Oracle along with the Modern Witch Tarot Mini to get you 2-card combos to choose from for your message. So I'm going to get started with the Salt and Sea, and you can open up that divine channel of yours and start listening to which card combo, this or that, A or B, 1 or 2, your intuition is telling you is going to provide you with the message that you need for the day. Let's see it. Okay, and let's add the tarot. Let me set these for you. All right, card combo number 1 or card combo number 2. Once you have made your selection, head down to the description box under the Monday reading and click on the timestamp next to the card combo of your choosing, and I'll see you in your daily double reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your Daily Double today. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the first card combo here for your message. So let's see what the Salt and Sea Energy has for you first. The Blue Lobster, beautiful. You're 1 in a million, embrace your rarity. I love this energy. You're 1 in a million. It feels like encouragement energy coming through for you today to start off your week. This feels like an encouragement guide, perhaps a cheerleader guide that you need to make sure that you're in touch with. I feel like they want you to make sure that you understand that the unique pieces, the individual pieces of yourself that are connected to, of course, your divinity, but really what makes you you here on the physical plane, that individual pieces and parts of you that are just different than other people. And that's what gives you this rarity energy that they're talking about. You literally are 1 in a million, 1 in a billion. There is no other person like you. There's never going to be any other person like you. This is about owning your uniqueness, owning your light. It's a pat on the back, but it's an encouragement from the divine space and place for you to take and harness that light within you and use it through the vessel that is unique to you and the world. Also, because it is a blue lobster, lobster energy has this feeling of protection at the same time that there is this rare energy, especially a blue lobster, right? That's a rare lobster. You're not going to find that as a regular thing, right? It's not going to be the most common kind of energy. So the feeling is it's safe for you to put up boundaries or protection where you need to, but also remember your insides and that it's safe for those to shine as well. Again, I feel that this group today is definitely being visited or encouraged by some sort of a cheerleader guide, motivation guide, something to that effect. Let's see what we have for the tarot to couple this energy. Okay. And the King of Wands to couple this. Wow. This is like a high-powered vibe for you today, Group 1. If you've chosen this group, a King of Wands says you are a leader. You are an inspiring, charismatic, creative spark of a human. And Yeah, they're saying what a waste it would be, right? Like to not embrace this for yourself, embrace your rarity, right? Embrace your uniqueness. Maybe it's the way that you're thinking about something, or what you're bringing to life, or what you're working on, or how your mind just puts things together differently, or how you see the world, the perspective by which you see the world is different. But to have a King of Wands connected to this, this is obviously the leader of the suit, the master of the suit of fire. So this is about really honoring and sharing that light and using your beautiful and unique individual vessel to bring that out into the world. It's like honoring your individuality, honoring your authenticness. Yes, you are divine and part of everyone, right? You are part of the divine energy. You're part of the divine spirit, but also you're in a vessel, and that vessel is very unique, and there's nobody else like you. They want you to own your power, own your leadership skills, understand at which level you can employ your spark, employ what's coming up in you to share it with the world and perhaps to lead others, right? And I feel as though they're also saying that you're protected in doing this. So it's a lovely message to kick off the week, really owning that fire within you, knowing that you have encouragement and support from spirit for sure. So I hope that this serves you for today. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss my future readings, please give this video a like, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, share this video with others so that they can also pick their daily doubles. And if this is resonating with you in any way, please leave me a comment down below. I love to hear about it. Maybe you can send me a lobster or some sort of fire energy, claiming that uniqueness within you and sharing it with the world, really being a leader, stepping into that leadership position and owning your authentic, awesome energy. 1 in a million, group number 1. I hope that this serves you, and I will see you in the next Daily Double. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your Daily Double reading. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the second card combo here for your message. So let's take a look at the Salt and Sea Energy card first. The conch shell. Messages from beyond and communication. Always a conch shell is going to give you this energy. If you ever see a shell, especially a conch shell, but any shell that has like this beautiful, like open energy, it's about emotional energy, right? Like it's about tuning into your emotions and how something may feel. But always it's about listening to the divine communication, listening to the unheard, right? Being able to see the unseen, these kinds of things. It's about connecting to what kind of signs and symbols are being presented to you, or what it is that you need to know that's coming from that divine channel. So today, you are clearly being reminded that you are being communicated with, right? This is a call for you to listen, essentially, for the day, group number 2, the conch shell, because your spirit team is saying, hey, we are sending messages, we are providing signs, we are guiding you. We need you to not only listen, or listen up is how they're saying it, and receive, but also to communicate back and forth, right? That divine reciprocal transmission that is happening all the time. You are a part of the team. So they're kind of flagging the listening track for you here. So I would say for you, for the course of the day, you really want to be like an open observation kind of channel, right? Make sure that your antennas are up, make sure that you're paying attention to the subtleties that are showing up, especially if your feelings are affected in some way, just because this whole deck has to do with the water, but oftentimes the shells will connect to this. You know, it's like a nugget of information or a puzzle piece of information that makes you feel a certain kind of way. So you might see a sign that all of a sudden gives you a massive amount of hope, or restores your faith, or makes you feel super supported or loved. Or you might see a sign that makes you feel apprehensive, or questioning something different, or a little bit confused and needing more clarity. That's when you ask further, right? And continue the reciprocal transmission or the communication that's happening back and forth between you and your spirit team. So, your team is reaching out essentially for you today, group 2. Let's see what is connected here with the tarot. Oh my gosh, the moon. This is like in the unknown, in the unseen, you're going to be able to see, right? Ooh, look at this. Interesting depiction here. We have sort of this shadowy figure coming out of the water. So remember, we're talking about the water, we're talking about your feelings. The moon in and of itself is an intuition card. It's a card of feminine energy, of listening for the way forward, even though you might not know what's in that cave there, that you can trust your intuition to guide you. You know, you can trust these messages from beyond. You can trust the communication that you're getting. If you're questioning something, or you're kind of in like the depths of something, right? Like maybe you're dealing with a shadow part of yourself, or you're surveying that, or you're wondering about it and you're questioning it lately. Today, you're meant to receive some communication on that. You've got to be able to trust your intuition first and foremost, with the moon, always. It's like, are you open to not knowing and being okay with that and being led every step of the way as you go? Or are you going to be blocking that kind of communication, like walking by the shell, not picking it up to listen, and shutting down your channel, you know, capping your crown, like closing the channel so that you're not consciously taking in, you're not in that observer's mode, you're not being present in the moments, you're not paying attention to the subtleties. I mean, this is your guidance today, doubling down on this intuitive, connective messages that are really going to serve you on your path forward. Even though it might seem dark, if you're in a position, group 2, where you're like, I don't know what's ahead of me, there's no way to figure it out, and all I keep doing is trying to figure it out. Today, it's about listening and communicating and trusting that you're going to know exactly what you need to know when you need to know it. You can trust your intuition, and even if it feels like something is coming up, it's a bit dark, you're dealing with something a bit harder, fears, you know, shame, guilt, these kinds of things, nervousness, stresses, Spirit is guiding you, and they're like raising their hand. So make sure that you're talking to your team today and you're listening, even for those subtleties, because usually that's how they communicate. Your intuition is clearly on point today and open to receive, and they needed to give you this reminder, group number 2. So I hope that this serves you for the day. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss my future readings, please give this video a like. Make sure that you are sharing it with others. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment down below if this is resonating with you for the day, and I will see you in the next Daily Double. Welcome to your Daily Double reading. Today we will be using the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards along with the Alice in Wonderland Tarot to get you 2 card combos to choose from for your message. And in this case, some support who's helping you along with the Keepers of the Light. So these, of course, are all master teachers, big enlightened masters, guides. And so tap into your intuition. I would call in that top level, right? Ask which of these masters is meant for me today, who is guiding and supporting me, which card combo is going to provide me with the message from the master that I need to know. All right. Add some Alice to this. Make these combos. Do you want both of these? Nope, they want this one and the top one. Interesting. Very distinct, very direct. Okay, let me set these for you. All right, card combo number 1 or card combo number 2. Once you've made your selection, head down to the description under the Tuesday reading timestamps and click on the one that's connected to the card combo that you've chosen, and I'll see you in your Daily Double reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your Daily Double today. If you are listening to this, you've chosen the first card combo here for your message and your support system today. So let's see which Keeper of the Light is coming through for you. Lady Venus. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, they're giving me that noise that happens when like you're reaching out, or like it's like when you airdrop something, there's a noise that's like doot, 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 doot. It's like finding something, like something being downloaded, downloads and understandings, right? Downloads and understanding. If they're giving me this, like you, there's a download that's coming. So beautiful that you have her here, and look at that energy. They just said, yeah, your heart's gonna know that this download is in alignment for you. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. So Lady Venus is arriving to continue these kind of downloads. This sort of showed up yesterday in one of the groups. If you chose that group, this is continuing. If not, this is a new message for you. Then you're calling in Lady Venus, or at the very least, they said you don't have to actually call her in, that you can just be aware of her presence. Whenever I'm talking about master teachers, keepers of the light, enlightened masters, these kind of things, they operate a very high frequency, right? So when you're kind of communicating with your spirit team, you will feel the levels of frequency that the different guides and your loved ones and the angels and your, the masters, etc., operate on. So she's operating in a very high frequency. And so they're saying just watching this and becoming aware of her is enough for the message to be sent or the download to be given. I mean, this group one, it feels like you're really gonna have to block this, like intentionally block it to not receive this, because the truth is like wanting to be unveiled to you. The understanding is wanting to be given to you. Let's see what's connected. I'm very interested. 6 of Hedgehogs. Okay, interesting. This is a 6 of Pentacles in this deck, and you can see, look at the balance of the little hedgehogs, right? There's 2 pink ones on the edges, and then you've got the 4 green ones in the middle. This is a card of balance, harmony. It is a card of karma. So this is definitely something connected to karmic rebalancing. And, every time, somebody says karma, you may start to feel like, oh my God, the law of karma. Oh my God, like, what is it? Karma is real. What's the saying, Spirit? It's like karmic retribution. This kind of feeling of, oh my God, pay back the karma's a bitch. Thank you. I'm like, what is that saying? I couldn't think of it. And so that's a negative connotation on what karmic energy is, right? But karma isn't always being brought into your life in a negative way, right? It's just a rebalancing energy that's happening here. So there's some truth or understanding or some insight that is going to be provided for you to help you understand something is being cleared, it's being balanced, especially with a 6 of hedgehogs here, a 6 of Pentacles. This is a reciprocity energy. It's a very fortunate, generous card. So it's like the universe is bestowing upon you a gift of truth, a gift of insight, a gift of understanding, right? They're handing it to you so that maybe something that's been going on in your mind or something that happened a while ago that you kind of never were able to conclude or quite get it or understand, is coming into form or coming into shape, or it's making more sense, right? So I would look out for some very fortunate energy for you today. Again, acknowledge Lady Venus, and this is the spirit of like, thank you so much in advance for what it is that you're going to be providing for me. And you may feel, right, that something has closed out or something is no longer lingering because of the karmic effect of it. This certainly does not feel negative to me at all for you today, group 1. So expect that there's some generosity of spirit happening in the form of some sort of revelation, some sort of insight coming, some sort of balancing out that provides you with this feeling of harmony again. It's like something you're going to say thank you for and be grateful and appreciative for. So it's beautiful. Keep your channel open. Lady Venus is supporting and working with you here to deliver you that message, right? Like that airdrop. They keep playing that signal. It's like, and then you hit the button to accept it and it downloads, So I hope that this serves you for the day. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss my future readings, of course, you know what to do, and I will see you in the next Daily Double. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your daily double reading. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the second card combo here for your message and your support system here. So let's see which keeper of the light we have coming through to support you today. Jesus, oh my goodness, I love it. Master Jesus and forgiveness. So much blue, so much love. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. Okay. I mean, Jesus is like the master of opening up your heart and being able to forgive yourself or forgive others, right? It's just an extension, they're saying, of your heart center. And so to have him coming through for you, is always a good sign. It's always wonderful to connect to Jesus, or for Jesus to kind of flag. He sort of almost looks like he's going like, hi, like raising his hand for you, right? Like going, hey, I'm here. I'm here to guide you. If you've been working on any kind of forgiveness, or if you've been feeling like you're carrying around some kind of resentment, lingering energy that is connected, of course, for some of you, it will be directly connected to your father energy. That's just because it's showing up on the card and it directly connects to Master Jesus. If you've been like having maybe you've been in some sort of mental track with your dad, how he is, or a father figure in your life. It could even be like if you have a husband or a partner, right? And they're the father to your child, or your your child's father, could be even that. Okay. There's this sense of like healing energy that wants to come in. And it may just be subtle and slight. Oftentimes, Jesus, it's a calming energy that comes with him. It's not like abrupt and harsh, of course, right? It's like this feeling of, hey, it's okay. It's okay for you to forgive this. It's okay to open up to light and love and practice forgiveness. It's okay for you to heal your heart, right? It's okay for you to do that now. Like, I'm protecting you and I'm guiding you and I'm giving you the space. Like, now is that time for you, and you're going to be okay. You don't have to carry that in that way anymore. That's the feeling. It's like this nurturing paternal type of energy. So whether it is to do with your father or yourself, right? Forgiving yourself for maybe a mistake you made, or the way you've been chatting with yourself lately. Maybe it is a certain cycle that you're in that you're trying to work on, but you kind of fall back into it. Whatever it is, call in Master Jesus and let him fill your heart with love. That's verbatim right there. Let him fill your heart with love. I love that. Okay, let's see what we have connected. The 5 of Flowers. Okay, look at this. Shifting the energy for sure. The 5 of Flowers is the 5 of Wands. So this is a fiery energy that's a shifting and a changing that wants to happen. He's really coming in to help you shift your energy from something that may be angry or combative or frustrating, competitive, etc., etc. Fire, when it's being mixed up like that in a low expression. So this card, 5 of Wands, in a low expression can really see us in anger, fighting with other people, being in competition with somebody else, lighting things up for no reason, combating somebody else. If it's to do with yourself, it will feel like you're in competition with yourself. Am I better than I did? And comparing yourself constantly to your own self, or comparing yourself to others, or making you just feel bad about yourself, like firing it up, getting mad at yourself. Okay, the high expression of this beautiful card is a preparation energy. It usually has to do with a group. So you may have people around you that are also kind of helping you to shift this energy. It may just be your spirit team with Master Jesus at the helm for you today, saying, hey, it's time to shift this energy from something that is difficult or frustrating or hardship, suffering, anger, these kinds of things, resentment, that fire within that can destroy things. From that, we are going to grow something beautiful. And now is the time to prepare to open your heart, right? Open your heart, shift the energy. 5s always have to do with change, okay? So this is a change in your spirit, a change in your energy. And where this energy leads is to a victorious kind of vibe. So what is essentially being said is the forgiveness and the shift in your energy is going to lead you to be able to put yourself in a position where you're honoring your own light again. This may have been taking up some of your energy, right? The anger, the resentment, the negative self-talk, self-deprecating stuff, the comparisons, the competition, whatever it is, it's been taking up too much of your energy. So the shift needs to happen so you can focus on yourself again. Put yourself in the spotlight of your life. Feel victorious. And that's because you're sitting in love, right? You've allowed yourself to forgive. So beautiful combination for you today, group number 2. I hope you will take this in and call in Master Jesus to help you open your heart and shift that energy to prepare you for shining your light, for feeling really good, for releasing, something that may have been weighing on you or may have been really difficult or siphoning your energy, and like step into this light, love, and forgiveness vibe. So I hope that this serves you for the day. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss my future readings, you know what to do, and I'll see you in the next Daily Double. Welcome to your Daily Double reading. Today we will be using the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins mini along with the Oceanic Tarot to get you 2 card combos to choose from for your, in this case, mermaid message. So you can tap in and ask with intention to be provided the information that you need today, the message that you need from the mermaids, the insight that may be helpful for you as you move through your day. Okay, and we'll add more watery energy to this with the tarot here. All right, let me set these. Yeah, they just don't want to sit there on that top. Thank you for bearing with me. All right. Card combo 1 or card combo number 2 for you today. Once you've made your selection, you can find the timestamps for each of these card combos in the description under the Wednesday reading, and I will see you in your Daily Double reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your Daily Double today. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the first card combo here for your message from the mermaids. So let's see exactly what the mermaids and dolphins have to give you here first. Ooh, protection. I love this. You, your loved ones, and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. So if you've been worrying at all about a child, even if it's not your own child, but a child that's in heaven or someone else's child, or something that you view as something that you need to protect or take care of, this is a very blunt message of you can release your worries about that. It's being taken care of. I'm going to just flip this card, see what we got here. 6 of Cups, reflection. Interesting. Okay. The 6 of Cups is a card of nostalgia. It always has to do with looking back. In this case, they put reflection on the card literally. Looking back into the past to be able to kind of have this more of a harmonious energy, right, in the present moment. So you're pulling from the past what it is that you'd like to remember. It's not that you're not acknowledging the hardships or the hard times or what have you, or the things that you've been through. Like, we don't want to ignore anything, right, that you've been through either. But it's this conscious attention about focusing on how the past is affecting your present moment and literally taking from your past what is going to allow you to feel good or to be wiser, more informed, right? Something to that effect, right? So you're taking the pieces that you want to take, bringing them into the present moment to aid in your future development, okay? So to have the protection energy here, along with the Six of Cups, this may be something that happened in the past, right? You, your loved ones, and your possessions are safe and protected in heaven. This may have already happened for you. Something happened with, a certain experience you've had. Maybe it's someone that you know, okay? It may be something that you've been worrying about, right? And it could be like a disagreement from the past, right? This is just an example. And you feel like, I don't know if this is ever going to be resolved. I'm not sure if this is ever going to be okay again. I don't know how I can get past this, something like that. And instead of just focusing on the disagreement, what they're saying is do a bit of reflection, because you are in a protection energy. You're protected now, supported. Do a bit of reflection on the good parts of that relationship as well. Don't need to focus only on that fight that split you guys up, or the disagreement that made it awkward for you at work. You know what I mean? Like, they want you to also remember the pieces and parts that were good, so that more of that can be filtered into your present moment and you can use it moving forward. You may also, group one, find that you're getting points of wisdom that are coming through that are really going to serve you in your future experiences, circumstances, situations, and relationships. It's like, what did I learn from that? Right now, this is beautiful kind of protection bubble, allowing you to take a moment to reflect upon what was and what currently is, and your conscious decision to decide for yourself, to choose for yourself what exactly you're going to focus on. If you were worried, this is just a side note, if you were worried about something or someone, or if somebody's been struggling and it's been on your mind, this is a direct sign for you to understand that they're being protected, the situation is protected, and to, again, focus on something that was good. When somebody is in a difficult spot, right, and you go, oh my God, I'm so worried about them. I'm just so worried. I can't stop. It's keeping me up at night. I'm stressed out, blah, blah, blah. Which is a normal human reaction and a human thing to do. So I'm not saying this with judgment, right? But when we do that, that energy is tracking down that cord, that energetic cord that's connected from you to them, right? So you're sending them worry and stress when they're already stressed out or they're already having a hard time. So, essentially what they're saying, if this is you and you're worrying about somebody, they're telling you, please, can you do some reflecting and think of them in a way that you remember when they were positive, they were good, because you can't control them. You can't control the other person. You can aid them and support them however it is that you can. However, you can't decide for them or take them out of their stress, unless of course you can, but maybe it's not your position to do that, okay? So instead of sending worry and stress, you're picturing them in the divine light. You're picturing them in their most peaceful positioning, situation, the time when they looked happy, right? That's what you're remembering. So that is what you are sending on that energetic cord to them. It doesn't mean that you're ignoring things, right? I want to just reiterate that. We're not meant to ignore the struggles of others or our own struggles, etc., process them, work on them, etc. But this message is specifically coming through for you today, group number one, so that if you are worrying about something, or if there's been something that's been bothering you, you have a protection energy that's coming in from heaven, protected by heaven, to help you understand that it's okay for you to not sit in that energy anymore. You can shift it. So look back, picture it, because your mind doesn't know the difference. Picture yourself smiling, picture yourself peaceful, picture them smiling, picture them peaceful, picture them happy, and send that out. So I hope that this serves you for the day ahead, a little bit of a readjustment here and lots of protection and support. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss my future readings, you know what to do, and I'll see you in the next Daily Double. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your daily double reading. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the second card combo here for your message of the day. We're going to look at the mermaids and dolphins first. Simplify your life and a mermaid on a swing. How nice. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activity. So work-life balance, which is nice. It's like literal. Obviously, this is a very direct and basic message that there is some sort of clutter. I'm asking about like emotional clutter, but they're like, just eliminate the root of it. Like literally eliminate the root. So it's almost like if you've been feeling some sort of emotional upheaval or up and down energy or imbalance, right? If it's because the root of it is there's some stuff that's cluttered and not allowing the flow of energy to work for you. So it's causing maybe stress or anxiety, but you may not be consciously like attributing it to the clutter that's going on. So wherever it is that you have clutter, if you are one of those people, first of all, bless you. But if you are one of those people that does not have clutter, does not keep anything, everything is in its spot, everything is put back in its spot, everything is always in its spot, there's no clutter anywhere, then this is going to directly point to another place that you may have clutter, right? So your mind, how you're feeling about something, perhaps if you feel it in your physical self, like your body, something cluttering up, like something's swollen or you're feeling pain somewhere, etc. So if that's you, look for the clutter elsewhere if it's not in your physical environment. But I'd say the majority energy of this card feels like the root of the energy. So if you have mental clutter, it's coming because there's not a flow in the environment that you're working in. So let's say you are mostly home all day. You want to make sure the spaces and places that you're spending most of your time in are organized and simplified so that there isn't blocks to the energetic flow, right? Because that's what they're saying. To balance the flow of activities, the energy can't move as well when things are cluttered up. And if you're always like in an office, you just want to make sure your office is clear and uncluttered. Let's see what we have here to couple this. Okay. Jeez. Okay, the tower and destruction. Look at this it's emotional upheaval. We are sinking the ship here. My goodness, talk about the root of the energy, Spirit. My goodness. I mean, they're being very kind of blunt. Like, this needs to be burned away now because it's causing some sort of again, stress, anxiety. It feels like an upheaval, right? Look at these waters. The ship is going down and now it's on fire. It needs to be rearranged completely, organized differently. The plan didn't work here. It's not working, right? They're saying it's not working. It needs to be destroyed. The Tower is a card that is an unexpected energy that comes in from the divine it's about our foundation, right? So it's like if something's not right in our foundation, you get a tower energy, something's got to be looked at again, something's cracked, something's not working right, something isn't operating in its highest good for you. Sometimes this can come as a massive insight, right? So if you are one of those people who just have everything in its spot and nothing's ever out of its spot, I would say ask yourself why. Why are you doing that? Because you might have clutter in your head that you need to look at, and because something's not working there, right? But otherwise than that, look around your space that you are spending most of your time in is what I would say, Group 2, because there's something that is not working and it's causing this emotional upheaval that we were picking up here first. And we want to be like the mermaid on the swing, right? That's the goal, Group 2. You want to be flowing and feeling good and being open and things are moving in a direction or the feeling of divine flow that you're stepping into it. So it doesn't mean you're not going to have hard times or something or challenges. It just means the flow feels there instead of jutting energy. Like if you have an energy that needs to make a path and you've got clutter, it has to go like this, has to go around it, has to come back down here, as opposed to just the straight line, right? So wherever it is that you have clutter in your life, they're telling you directly, please eliminate that clutter. Literally eliminate and destroy it. And If you don't do this, you may find today that the focus, your focus gets brought to it with the Tower energy. Again, this is like an unexpected insight from spirit, a divine happening, a lightning bolt of energy, a lightning bolt of, to draw your attention to it. So if you've been putting something off and you know you need to declutter it, just declutter it. Do your best to do that today, group 2, I would say. Because the goal here, what your team is wanting to help you out with, is to be aligned with the flow, and to perhaps, because of the energy that's coming with this coupling, relieve your emotional state, like make you feel more balanced and harmonious on a regular basis in the spaces that you spend the most time in. So, most of your day will feel more harmonious and peaceful, or like you're in the flow. So I would not hesitate to do this today. If you're having a question about where it is, ask your spirit team, who's helping me with this, and where do I need to focus my attention first? This is how much time I have. What shall I clear out? What should I do? Where shall I start? Where will you have me start, right? To simplify this, because it's really going to serve you. And final thing I'll say is, when you get a message like this, usually there's something that is trying to come in or wants to come in. Like, it could be an opportunity, it could be a new insight, could be a new perspective, could be a new person, whatever. And there's no space for it because it's cluttered. So they're trying to relieve you of that to probably bring something in. So I hope that this serves you for the day, group number 2. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss my future readings, you know what to do. And I will see you in the next Daily Double. Welcome to your Daily Double readings. Today we will be working with the Saltwater reading cards along with the Field Tarot to get you 2 card combos to choose from for your message. So we'll start with the Saltwater reading cards here. These have one main word on them. So you can tune on in, open up your channel, ask your spirit team, ask your intuition, see if you're getting a vibe. Remember, this is a this or that question. Card combo 1, right? Or card combo 2. So you're being directed left or right, however it is you want to ask. Ooh, those are coming out. Let's see. I just need to hold these for a second to see if they want both of them. No, they don't. Okay, that was clear. All right, let's add the tarot now. Okay, and let me set these. All right, card combo number 1 or card combo number 2. Once you have made your selection, you can head down to the description under the Thursday reading timestamps and click on the timestamp next to the card combo that's most resonating with you, and I will see you in your Daily Double reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your Daily Double today. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the first card combo here for your message. So let's take a look at the Saltwater card. We're going to get some information, power words, focus words. 20 with the Pelican and self-sacrifice. Interesting. Okay. Self-sacrifice. Just listening for a second. These cards are so cool and intricate. They often have like multiple things popping out. This to me feels like it has to do with a relationship. Okay, we're getting the 20. That's why I'm saying this. I'm going to look at the tarot now. The Judgment card in the that showed up reversed, but this is also a 20. Okay, you can see the double 10 there. Interesting. And just the idea, look at the kind of birds Yeah, this to me today, group number one, feels like there's some kind of a relationship connection where you're being asked to rise by sacrificing yourself. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, I don't mean that crazy, right? Like, I don't know where your mind can take you when I'm saying that, but the judgment energy is about spirit calling you to the occasion, calling you up, calling you to level up, calling you to rise. You may need to get very clear about what it is that you're willing to sacrifice, right? So if you've been like, let's say, overdoing it, giving too much in a relationship, this is the place where you would assess that energy and perhaps put some boundaries in place or communicate what it is you're willing to do, what it is you're not willing to do, right? This definitely feels relationship oriented because we're getting 2 20s, right? 2 2 2. You might see twos even in this group today. And that would be this indication of like, okay, what am I willing to compromise? What am I willing to sacrifice? It will be to do with the relationship. Doesn't need to be a romantic relationship necessarily. Could be the relationship you have with your child, a relationship you have with a family member or a friend or a colleague, okay? There's some sort of feeling of something, there's a compromise that needs to be made, and that it does involve you sacrificing something. It may be, your time or your energy or yeah, like both of these, it feels like we've got a swan, we've got a pelican. It feels like we're having to do a lot of work and trying to kind of stay poised in doing it. Okay, so it's like we're rising to the occasion because we're being called to, and it is a sacrifice, and it's not always easy, and it's gonna be a bit of work. But for some reason today, group number one, you're being called up. When spirit kind of gives you the calling card, which is what I call this card, the judgment card, when they call, it's like answer the phone. And because they're putting it with the self-sacrifice, the same number, this just feels like it feels important. And sometimes that happens in life. Like you sacrifice things or you sacrifice for something and it kind of balances itself out later. Your life will not always just be about sacrificing yourself or sacrificing your wants or your needs or whatever, right? It will be very unbalanced if it's always like that. But it looks like today they're kind of going, hey, we need you to rise to the occasion. We know it might kind of be difficult to accept, or it might be hard, or it might not be the first thing on your fun list. This doesn't even need to be a huge thing. It might just be like, I want this for dinner. I'm really wanting this. And, you have to be like, well, I mean, it's not the thing that I would like, I guess I can, or you might be like, fine, I can't eat that. So I'm going to make myself something else. Then I'm handing it over. Like we're doing the compromise. I'm sacrificing the dinner tonight. It doesn't need to be huge. It just feels like they're saying rise to the occasion. There's something to do with a relationship that you've got in your life where it's maybe your turn, or this provides some sort of a positive energy in the relationship for the day, right? So you're going to need to feel this out and feel how it resonates with you in particular, group one. But if you feel that call where you're like, God, is this a battle I want to fight? Is this something that I'm willing to kind of dig my heels into? Or is this worth my energy to like fight on this? Or do I just need to like give in, compromise, take the hit? Sometimes in life you got to do that. This is what that energy feels like. So if you intuitively feel like, fine, just I don't care enough to like, I will sacrifice whatever, and that's fine. And we'll move on. It may also be, I just want to say this, for some of you, if it's a bit bigger or you're being called to be a part of something that is going to require some work, it is going to lead to your elevation. And so it's like Spirit's giving you the hint here. Like if you're offered something where it's like, we would like to hand you this position, we would like to give you this title, it is going to require some work, but it's going to level you up. Like it's going to help you evolve. You get to a different level of evolution or attainment is what they're saying, or attainment. So it may be worth it. You have to make the decision for yourself, but it may be worth it for sure. You're being called up here. And it involves some sacrifice, maybe some compromise, but I feel like it will be worth it. So take that as it resonates. I hope that this serves you for the day, group 1. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss my future readings, you know what to do, and I'll see you in the next Daily Double. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your Daily Double reading. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the second card combo here for your message today. So let's take a look at the saltwater reading card. Focus words first. 12, the Hermit Crab, and gratitude. Okay. I love these cards. They almost have this like deep type of feeling to them every time we use them, or every time I use them in a reading. Getting the feeling of there's like this creative feeling that's coming with this card. The Hermit Crab, of course, changes shells and such. It feels like I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to be able to create something, or I'm grateful to be able to bring this to life. Even if it's like even if you don't necessarily have your hands in it yet, but it feels like you're more inspired by something, and yeah, like even the idea of it feels like you're working towards something bigger, where you might have to, like, you've grown out of your shell, right? And you need another one. Let me see what's connected here. I have these upside down. Princess of Swords and curiosity. Look at her with this. This is a Page of Swords, a Page of Air, okay? And the curious energy. So you can see her kind of in rest mode with her sword pointing up and her head bowed. I mean, if a hermit crab could bow their head, this kind of looks like a depiction of that, right? Listening, being curious about. So I would say group number 2, this feels like there's some sort of idea or inspiring thing that's coming. It's like a creation bubble that's coming up. So it could be as simple as like you look around a room and you go like, oof, this isn't vibing with me anymore. What do I need to change in here? So it opens up this creative channel for you to go, do I just need to change this? Do I need to paint the walls? Do we need to get that? Should I, right? It also could be like a project that you want to bring to life that you've been inspired by, or something that feels really connected to who you are or how you like to be creative, or like the artist within you. But here you can see this is a brand new chapter energy. So the princess or the page is the start of a kind of a new evolution or a new chapter, right, in your life. And so right now, that's what I'm feeling like. We're getting it bubbling up. It's something you want to pay attention to for sure, this like creativity yet, but it's not quite time to move the shell. Is it? You're not at the point where you've outgrown the shell and it may be time to actually put this into play. So that's why she's sitting and she's listening. With the air energy, she's going to listen and she's going to be curious and she's going to be very open to any kind of insight, truth, clarity, any kind of learning that she needs to do. A Princess of Swords or a Page of Swords is like the person who wants the knowledge, right? Like, give it to me. I'm open. Tell me the truth about this. Help me get more clarity on this. What does this mean? What can I learn about? So if you have a creative hit that's coming through for you, the key you can see is gratitude and curiosity together. It's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Tell me more. Thank you so much. What else? And if they point you in a direction where you're meant to learn more about this or get more information on it, like if you're like, I wonder if I could go and get some insight on it, go and research it for yourself. Don't be afraid to do that, because clearly it's the beginning of something that's not quite ready to be moved on, but definitely some insight wants to come in here. So as you're channeling that in, or as that's sparking within you, should I make this move? Should I move here? Should I do this? Should I invest my time in this? Should maybe I invest my energy or my money in it? Like, if you're questioning something, especially if it's connected to any kind of creative maneuver, it doesn't need to be like art. It could be a creative way to use your money, right? Like to make investments, could be financial, it could be like that, or to maneuver your physical spaces. You just want to sit in that curiosity energy. I would not recommend you making any drastic moves with this coupling. It's more about going, thank you, what else? So that's the goal for you for the day. Group number 2 is to it's like protect your idea. You don't need to go and ask everyone about it. You don't need to go and shout it from the rooftops. Protect the idea, protect what you're thinking about, protect that creative nudge and that inspiration that you're getting, and ask for more insight, ask for more information. Be curious. I wonder if, I'll tell you, everything that has ever kind of come in clearly, it's always about me saying that sentence, right? Well, I wonder if I could do that. I wonder if that's possible. I wonder what that would be. And then you just get led. And that's the kind of vibe that this coupling is giving today for you, group number 2. So be an open channel and be very, very grateful and keep asking questions of spirit. Stay curious. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss my future readings, of course, you know what to do. I hope that this serves you, and I will see you in the next Daily Double. Welcome to your Daily Double reading. Today we will be using the Power of Surrender cards along with the MERMAID Tarot to get you 2 card combos to choose from for your message. This is a fun combination. It's going to give us a surrender point. So what it is that you're looking to surrender, perhaps for the day or maybe the weekend ahead. And then the MERMAID Tarot, every single card in that deck is Meryl Streep and a movie she's been in. I absolutely love that deck. I don't use it much, but it has such a great vibe. So excited to use that in combination here. So you want to ask which of these 2 couplings, card combos, are going to provide me with the message of surrender that I need, or the reminder of surrender that I need. They'd like me to say the reminder of surrender. So maybe you already know this and you just need to be reminded. We shall see. Okay, and let's add some Meryl to these. Okay, and I will set them. All right, card combo number 1 or card combo number 2. Once you've made your selection, head down to the description under the Friday reading and click on the timestamp next to the card combo that you've chosen. And of course, I will see you in your Daily Double reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your Daily Double today. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the first card combo here for your message. We're looking at a point of surrender and what Spirit would like to remind you about for the day and possibly the weekend. Let's see what we've got here for you first. Ooh, surrender to silence. I love this. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. So this is most certainly permission to actually like get yourself away from the crowds, get yourself away from, the noise, okay? Silence is in order, they're saying. Silence is in order. This reminds me, of course, of like a hermit card where we're going within and you're giving yourself the time to not have any kind of external, like it's like noise pollution feeling. So clearly today or, this weekend, you're definitely going to want to make time. You don't need to sit and just sit there and think or sit there and contemplate or sit there and meditate. If that doesn't feel right for you, it's about quieting your mind and getting in touch with your inner divine self, right? That silence energy is about reconnecting to your heart center, reconnecting to your inner self. So wherever it is that you can find that kind of energy, could be you want to drive down the street and sit in your car and listen to something that puts you into that space, right? Or it could be that you go for a walk somewhere. Could be that, you do want to sit in silence. Maybe you take a shower or a bath and that provides you with this energy, but it's definitely being called for here. Let's see what Meryl has to give us. Ooh, Ethel Rosenberg, The Angels in America, and the Queen of Swords. Look at that. And I almost feel like all the black. She's dressed in black. It feels like she's going to a funeral, right? I don't know this movie, so look at the energy. There's like a dark energy to this coupling. Maybe you've experienced some sort of a loss, or you've been feeling bad about something, or there's a piece of you that you need some more clarity on or some understanding. The Queen of Swords, you can see she's got her sword up and she's open and ready to receive or listen. And the way that you're going to get the insight clearly is to get into a place where you can channel it, right? So a Queen of Swords is a very patient. Yeah, it feels like something needs, they keep saying this, it's like she's dressed for a funeral. So something needs to be closed out, perhaps, maybe to be accepted. Maybe there's something that you need to let go of. It doesn't mean an actual death, but it's like the feeling of recognizing that something is over and something is transitioning or it needs to end. And you may have insight around the new beginning or how it is you're meant to move forward come through. Because you have the Queen of Swords here. So this is like a patiently waiting energy. She almost looks like she's in a meditative state, right? Like she looks like she is listening, because she is. A Queen of Swords is a very intelligent leader. She is very patient and very intuitive, very smart, very good communicator. So it feels like your spirit team's kind of going like, listen, we need for you to acknowledge this. We need for you to tell yourself the truth here. We need for you to listen on this. We need for you to spend some time with you, okay? And listen. And they'll be there. You can see the sword is lit up, right? So they'll be there to provide the insight if you ask, but you have to ask and listen. Like lots of us will always just kind of go like, oh, spirit, can you help me out? Can you give me a sign? Blah, 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 blah. But then we go on and we carry on with our lives. Sometimes we're not so present. Sometimes we're not so conscious. Sometimes we're not paying attention and we miss the signs because they're subtle. This is what they're telling you to do here, is to consciously stop and make space for the listening and the being. It's like, be a human being and the insight will come, or the answer will come, or the solution will come, or the understanding will come. Once the Queen of Swords has her clarity or has the piece of information she needs, she's able to then communicate differently how it is she'd like to move forward, communicate her truth in a different way. So it looks like for you, group number 1, look, silence can heal and replenish you. So yeah, there's this feeling of a transformative energy, something that you may need to let go of, and then enter that silence to get the insight. It may just be spirit going like, you're going to be okay, and that's okay too. But there's a replenishing renewal energy that they want you to step into. So please, group number 1, over the weekend or today, whenever you can, or you can do it as many times as you want. Make sure that you're allowing this quiet time for yourself, that you're surrendering to the silence, and that you've got your channel open. You can even picture yourself just like the Queen of Swords holding that sword up, right? And listening for the insight to come. So I hope that this serves you for today. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss my future readings, please make sure that you've tapped the thumbs up button. Give this video a like if you haven't done so already. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and leave me a comment down below if this is resonating with you. And I will see you in the next Daily Double. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your Daily Double reading. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the second card combo here for your surrender message and the added Meryl message from the tarot, the Meryl Tarot. So let's take a look at what Spirit's trying to remind you to surrender to, or to surrender over the weekend. Frustration. Surrender frustration. Okay. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach life. Wow, I said life, and that's not on the card. And regroup so you may approach life. I'm just going to add it. The situation more calmly. So you may approach life more calmly. So maybe you've been getting frustrated a lot if I'm saying life. I love how it says it doesn't open any doors. That gives you a very good visual, right? It's like she's connecting to her heart center and kind of leaning forward, kind of giving herself balance to trust that if she can calm herself in the moment and not give in to the frustration there, or to feel it and to let it pass is another way to do it, right? Have something ready, like a tool ready to help you surrender the frustrating energy. That's where the doors of opportunity are going to be opened. If you are banging, this is the feeling of like somebody banging their head against a closed door thinking it's going to open. So if you're in that position where you're like, I can't figure it out, but I'm going to go at it again. It's like somebody backing up and running and trying to, open the door, and it's not budging. Wherever you feel frustration in your life, Spirit's like, can you please surrender that over for us? Because you're going to be able to understand something differently, it seems, if you can approach the situation with a clear head or a calm mind, a calm heart. Let's see what's connected here. What does Meryl have to give us? Kate Goulden, one true thing, the King of Cups. Yeah, look at that. Look how happy she looks. This is a high level of energy, emotional suit. King of Cups is like, I don't do anything in frustration. If I'm frustrated, then I'm taking a seat and I'm taking care of myself, and I'm certainly not going to bang my head against the door again. I know it's not opening. That's what's making me frustrated. And so I'm not going to keep doing the same thing because that's like going to make me insane. And then I really won't be in emotional stability. And from there, a King of Cups in a reverse position. I mean, emotional turmoil, lashing out at people, projecting at people, And you can see that her vibe is not that at all. She's like, I'm having a great time. I'm calm. I'm enjoying my glass of champagne or what have you. And the blooming of the flowers as well. So something beautiful blooms with this King of Cups energy. What this is telling me, group number 2, is you have everything you need to dissolve this. If you take a breath and you center yourself to regroup and get more calm, no matter how long that takes. That could take you a week, right? There's no time limit. Oh, you have to take one breath and then center yourself with this specific practice or countdown, and then you should be good. And if you're not good, then that's not good. It's like however long it takes you to get yourself into a centered and more emotionally stable place is fine. There's no like right or wrong way to do that. Everybody's different. Okay. So they're telling me that on purpose, I think, because maybe you have some stipulations, and then it's like, if I'm still not calm and it's been a day, it's like, well, maybe you need 2 days, depending on the degree of frustration or where it's existing in your life. Okay. Give yourself a break at this point. They're like, really like, please. The King of Cups is wonderful because in his high expression, he's this beautiful, like emotionally receptive kind of leader. He's very compassionate. He's able to make these beautiful decisions from this place of stability. So if he's ever in the frustrated energy, in a sad energy, an exaggerated emotion, the first thing he's going to do is take the breather, is to step back, step off the throne. He's not going to ascend his throne if he's not in the high expression. So that's essentially what they're telling you to do here, group number 2. Whatever's frustrating with you, give it the weekend at least. Over the weekend, ask yourself, what can put me in a more balanced emotional state? What can I let go of or release or stop thinking about for this time? That's going to help me balance out my emotions, help me feel better, to help me feel more harmonious, to help me feel more peaceful. That's the goal. It's like you've got to get there first. And then once you feel that way, then you ascend the throne. Then you take another look. Then you regroup and approach the situation from a different state of being, from a different state of emotion. And by then, the key to opening the door may be right there waiting for you. And this is the understanding. So they're kind of giving you a hint, like whenever it's frustrating you, you're not going to figure it out by continuing to be frustrated by it. So give yourself the time, take a breather, relax, go do something that's going to make you feel like she looks. And once you feel that state of emotional balance, then take another look at it. Take another gander. Ask for somebody's opinion. What do you think about this? But you're not going to someone going, I'm so annoyed with this. I don't know what to do. Right? It's not going to be helpful. It's not going to resolve a dilemma or a block. Okay? So I hope that this serves you, kind of permission to relax here, permission to regroup here for you, group number 2. I hope this serves you today and over the weekend. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss my future readings, if you haven't liked this video yet, please give it a like, thumbs up, hit that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. That really helps these videos get seen by others. And of course, if this is resonating with you, please leave me a comment down below. I love to read those when I get around to them. It's wonderful to see the comments and how the readings are resonating. So again, I hope that this serves you, and I'll see you in the next Daily Double.